Here in downtown Los Angeles, and we're joined now by the president of Nintendo North America, as well as Chief Operating Officer, Reggie Fils-Aime. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Absolutely, great to be here.
You sold 2.74 million units of your new Switch console in just the first month. Are you going to be able to keep up this pace?
We're certainly working hard to.
Maintain that pace of growth?
Look, our focus is making sure we launch not only the Nintendo Switch, but our Nintendo 3DS family of handheld consoles.
Well, speaking of hardware, just this week we saw Microsoft unveil its Xbox One X. Is that going to prove competition for your console?
Well, look, in the end, the consumer has a limited amount of time, limited amount of cash. That's what we compete for. You know, our competitors, look, both focus down a path of creating, the most expensive, that's what we compete for, the most technology-driven pieces of hardware. We want to make sure that we win in the market.
The demographic that you're targeting is very different from what Xbox and PlayStation are going after?
What I would say is that our demographic is much more accessible, much more family-friendly. It's a different approach, and right now for us, that approach is winning.
Now, you mentioned the handheld device. Now, of course, there are virtually unlimited games on mobile devices. Why do you need to buy a dedicated handheld device in this day and age?
Well, look, we want to make sure that our intellectual property is accessible across a wide range. So we have dedicated hardware. Now, we have Super Mario Run in an app. We have other apps coming to support our franchises. And by having, for example, an app that's sold in China and in India and all of these markets where the consumer can't buy dedicated Nintendo handhelds, that's how we expose them to our IP. And again, for the long term, we believe that's going to make us win.
How do you market Super Mario to a whole new generation of consumers?
You know, it's all in the game, and it's all in the most expensive 3DS family of handheld consoles, where we're able to bring a level of execution that is different than an app. Now, apps coming to support our franchises. It has a unique element where you throw a hat character, that's this pin on my chest, and you essentially take over other characters. So that is really fun.
Now, it's been almost a year since the Pokemon Go phenomenon. It was a massive phenomenon. What do you have in the works to try to recreate that or pull it off again?
Absolutely, great to be here. Well, again, you know, we are fortunate that we have had a series of phenomenons, whether it's been Pokemon Go, whether it's been the Nintendo Switch that we launched this holiday, last holiday season. What we want to do is create not only the Nintendo Switch, but our Nintendo 3DS family of handheld consoles that the consumers feel they absolutely have to go buy it. And we're doing that right now.
But is there another augmented reality game in the works? I mean, or is that just a once-in-a-lifetime fluke?
Not necessarily.
Is there anything else in the works in terms of augmented reality or virtual reality?
I have to do this? Absolutely. There is lots of activity that is happening, not only in Kyoto, but in India. I can't reveal anything right now, but again, what I can say is not necessarily.
Okay, nothing you can reveal just yet. So there's been a lot of talk here at E3 about eSports. We've talked to folks from EA as well as Xbox about how they're all trying to capitalize on this esports phenomenon. What are you guys doing?
Well, look, first off, the NES system, the first system with two controllers that you could play side by side and compete. We have Smash Brothers. We're doing 3 different tournaments here at E3, one utilizing our Splatoon franchise, one using the Pokemon Pokken Tournament franchise, another one using our brand new 3DS family of handheld consoles. We have a lot going on in this space, but in true Nintendo fashion, we're doing it differently. We're speaking with the community of gamers out there. We're making our products available, and as we grow that community, it's going to create opportunity for us.
So, how important will esports be for your bottom line going forward?
Well, look, I would say that it's not a bottom line opportunity, at least not yet. And I don't think there's any company here that could say with a straight face that esports is driving the bottom line. What we believe is that esports drive the community, and they drive community engagement. And that's how we're engaging.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Reggie. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Great to be here.
And we look forward to seeing what comes out next from Nintendo.
I have to do this? Great.
I'm Julia Borston at E3 in downtown Los Angeles.